Nearly 12 million student loan borrowers are currently delinquent or in default, according to the latest data from the Department of Education. We got these stats from the latest negotiated rulemaking, and you can see them through October of 2025. That is nearly 28% of the total federal student loan portfolio. But what's interesting is how this breaks down, and you can see the numbers here on the screen. But 5 million borrowers were in default before the pause, and they are still in default today. That might seem like a lot, but really that's pretty close to the historical averages that we always see in the student loan portfolio going back 20 years. Now, here's where it gets concerning, especially with these new borrowers that are in delinquency and default. So you can see that 1.3 million borrowers were in default before the pandemic. They got out sometime, whether they used the Fresh Start program or rehabilitation, and now they are back into delinquency again today. Then you have the next group of borrowers, 3 million of them, that borrowed pre-pandemic, so pre-2020, and they had never been in default until they are now delinquent today. And then you have 2.2 million borrowers that borrowed during the pandemic, so sometime between 2020 and 2023 when the pause happened, and now they are delinquent according to the latest data. So why is this concerning? Well, remember, collection activity is resuming. And so these borrowers are at high risk to see their wages garnished, their tax returns offset. And I personally think that a lot of them might not even know they are currently delinquent or default. Remember back in January, February, when the credit scores started dropping for people, and a lot of people freaked out because they had no idea that they were late on their student loans. And honestly, most people don't track their credit so religiously. So the fact is, I bet that a large portion of these people don't even know there is a problem. So what do you think? Have you checked your loans? Do you know if you're delinquent or default? Did you see our videos in the past couple days from how many people are still waiting out in limbo? Now is the time to take action, whether that is checking on your loans, deciding on a new course of action for your repayment plans, but just making sure that you do not fall into default and get your wages garnished, your tax returns offset, and more. It's only bad news if that happens. Let me know your thoughts, and of course, please like, subscribe, and follow, and we'll always bring you the latest on higher education and personal finance news.